questions to Sabai or Binaryx platform, just drop your message in the chat. Or we have a forum in Twitter. Also, you can submit your questions there.
Hey guys, can you hear me now? Is this better?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Nice. Sorry for this delay. Okay, let's start our IMA session. Welcome today Sabaya Ecoverse, and welcome our new Binaryx community. I see there are a lot of people who is still coming from Linktree platform. There is around 1,400, which is quite a lot for us. I think it makes sense to make a short intro about Sabai Ecoverse and then about Binaryx. So, Max, are you here? Can you do a little intro about yourself?
Sure,
and about
I'm here.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, sure, I can. First of all, thanks guys for inviting me here today. I'm really glad to be here with the Binaryx community and to talk with you. And yeah, talking about Sabai, I can tell you that we are a pretty, I would say, expensive company. We are called Sabai Ecoverse. It's like the full name, and this is for a reason because we are, aiming and developing a pretty different vector and different targeted method of approaching our audience and our, let's say, niche, our combination of niches, Web3 and real estate. And yeah, so in making it straight, Sabai Ecoverse is a set of products and services and tools which helps people understand the new opportunities in real estate, which can be developed and supported via Web3 technologies, blockchain and distributed ledger technologies and stuff like this. And yeah, this is a very brief introduction. And speaking about our activities, we have quite a lot of products, as I said, and services and tools. And the main one, of course, is Sabai Property, which we are right now actively developing. This is a fractional real estate platform where everyone can get access to fractional real estate. That's why we are here today with you guys, because we are aiming at the same goal of fractionalizing real estate. But yeah, our platform is still under development. We are right now actively testing it on final stages and doing the preparations, and plan to release it in the coming months, I would say. So, and to drive different people and different types of audiences to our main product idea, main product value, which we develop in Sabai Property. We are working on a set of other different tools and products and even services to facilitate user journey to our Sabai Property platform. Because, I think you guys can agree with me that the idea of, buying fractionalized real estate in a almost e-commerce manner, where you visit the one-stop shop website and boom, after less than a few minutes, you are the lucky owner and benefactor of part of real property somewhere in developing, strongly and fast developing area. So it's pretty crazy for some people. That's why we are working on like a set of different different approaches to share our vision with people. And these like products and services include two games which we are working on. One is available for our community right now, our closed beta community, and another will be released this year. And the first one is more of a casual clicker game, idle clicker, which is available for beta test now, and it is available for everyone who is registered in Sabai ID. So guys, you know what to do. Because this game of ours is also tied to our upcoming TG, so it's pretty interesting to play it. And the other game is like a City Tycoon type game, where you are playing as a manager or working role playing, let's say, as a manager of a resort. You have all the set of crazy challenges to overcome, and a lot of strategies to develop your resort and optimize your income of this resort. And the craziest thing about this game is that we would be trying to make it as real as possible to our approach of managing the property, which is fractionalized on Sabai property platform and governed by DAO. So it's pretty crazy. And if and when all the plans come true. And last but not least, we have the Sabai Academy, which is like the play and learn and learn and earn. I don't know. There is a lot of different words these days to describe popular in crypto. So Sabai Academy is our educational hub, which will give a lot of courses about crypto in general and fractionalized real estate, to be precise, to our community and to like wide crypto community in some cases. And also Sabai Academy would be integrated into both of our games as educational modules to claim additional rewards while playing something in our ecosystem. So yeah, briefly, this is it about our covers. I'd of course like to tell you more about our killer features and stuff like this, but I'll leave this for next question's sake. What I think, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much for this kind of introduction of Sabai Echoverse. I didn't hear exactly when are you planning to launch your platform? Could we mark any date?
Yeah, it's not like a 7-stone date, but our plan is to launch it in like coming months, I would say. It's the best insight I can share about our first, Sabai property mainnet campaign, let's call it. And what I can share as well is that for sure we are planning an IDO and TG events before this, so probably this will be like another big milestone before our property platform launch.
Oh, I got it. Okay, thank you so much. Let me do a quick introduction of BinaryX platform because I see a couple of new audience from Linktree right now. So what is BinaryX platform? BinaryX platform is a platform for tokenized real estate. For now, we have launched our marketplace where users are able to buy fractional real estate in Bali, Indonesia. There is a couple more products in our ecosystem, which is the first one is marketplace. The second one, which we're developing right now, is the secondary market, where users will be able to trade their fractional real estate tokens. They will be able to set limit orders for buying, for selling. The third one is our lending protocol. where users will be able to lock their real estate tokens in the vault, and from other side mint our native stablecoin with which they can go to Curve, swap it to USDT or USDC and open a gate to DeFi. And the fourth one is a launchpad. The key point of our platform is when you're buying real estate tokens on our marketplace, you becoming the owner of this villa or this penthouse or this apartment in the real life as well, not on chain only. How it works? Like a year ago in the US, in the state of Wyoming, there was released a law that you were able to create a company as a DAO LLC. So literally all the co-founders of this DAO LLC could be just open crypto wallets. Because of this, you need to do KYC on our platform. So when you're buying fractional real estate on our marketplace, you're not buying it directly the real estate. You're becoming the owner of DAO LLC, which owns every separate real estate. For every separate real estate, we're opening every separate DAO LLC. Also, right now, we are participating in the finals of two accelerators. The first one is a Web3 port, which is also co-partner with Sequoia Capital, Binance Labs, Chaining Labs, and many more. And another one is In Mind. They're mostly helping us with business model, with tokenomics, with mathematics of lending protocol, and so on. Also, there is two news that I should tell about. The first one is that we launched our Web3 landlord quests, and you're able to be the first to share a price of 300,000 USDT in our big Web3 landlord quest. All you need to do is just join Binarix on Discord, as you did already. Another one is join Guild XYZ, then complete 5 quests on Web3 platforms and get 5 Discord roles for each. The third one is get early adopter role on Discord as proof that you have completed the quest. And the fourth one is the easiest one, receive early adopter NFT and enjoy your perks and rewards. If we're gonna talk more about rewards, you will get. The first one is of course share a 300,000 USD prize pool, which is 25,000 USDT of the pool will be distributed as real estate tokens, plus first 500 participants who complete the quest will get a $50 token on Binarix marketplace, plus bonus for property sales. The remaining 275,000 USDT will be distributed as vouchers, worth from $5, 5 USDT till 40 USDT, allowing you to buy real estate tokens on Binarix marketplace and at a lower price and with discount. Also, you will get an early adopter NFT, which making you eligible for Binarix airdrop. There are a couple of questions about our airdrop, about Binarix token, and I'll be happy to answer it after our AMA main part will start. Also, another one is that we are gonna have our secondary villa on marketplace just tomorrow. In case you have a OG NFT, don't forget that you're able to buy fractional real estate one day before everyone else. So exactly today. Thank you. On this stage, I would start our AMA.
Pretty crazy development, guys, so far. So thanks for sharing. It was really nice to hear.
Yeah, thank you. Andre, would you like to add something?
Yeah, actually, thank you for sharing the our main news regarding the product. Yeah, guys. Also, I have a small surprise for all community here. So, who now you participating in this AMA, so you will be able to get a 20 USDT voucher, and you can use this voucher on the sale that will happen today and tomorrow. So today it's for OG owners or for owners our first property that was on March and the end of the March, and also if you don't have OG or tokens, any tokens, property tokens, you can apply this voucher tomorrow. So I will share the form in our main chat, and you can submit your wallet address, and you will see your voucher in 2-3 hours after the AMA finish.
Yeah, but keep in mind that these vouchers will be available only 48 hours since now. So as soon you do, as better for you and as cheaper for you. So thanks, Andrea. I would suggest to start our AMA. And there is a first question for Sabaya Echoers. What are your main features that distinguish you from other projects, and what competitive advantages do you have? Since your project is new in market, one with a lot of experience, can you tell us what is your best advantage, strongest motivation, and the biggest challenge?
Oh wow, that's a question, I'd say. So let me go on this one by one. First of all, what are our key advantages? And I would say that our key advantages are, first of all, like the complex approach. We know that, the idea of fractionalizing real estate is pretty new, and there is no like a working solution on the market. There is no like a stable, let's say Google like leader who is dominating the market, and there is no formula of success, let's say. So we're in blue ocean, we're still developing the industry, and I think our front point is that we are trying a lot of big scale conversion funnels for different types of audience, like P2E lovers, even, or like general crypto audience or Web2 audience. And yeah, that's it. Another strong point of ours is that we have like an ecosystem of products. So, and our token would work as a oil in all of this ecosystem, which allows it to work together with everyone, and we will make sure this will happen, and and make sure that our token is used by giving it a pretty solid use case on every step of user journey of every Sabai Ecoverse participant, on every product inside our Ecoverse, by a very simple system of rewarding users for certain actions, certain important for us and important for the Ecoverse, and all of the users would be able to increase the amount of rewards dropped from completing these activities by contributing a small amount of tokens or bigger amount of tokens to increase the rewards even more. So yeah, our token would be pretty used on every step of user journey. And what I can say is that we are really aiming to incentivize the usage of our Ecoverse for every user, at least during the first year of its existence, because we understand that it's a long-term play. So, and we are here for decades, and that's why we understand that we would be incentivizing the usage of our ecosystem and our products, especially Sabai property, of course, to all users. And yeah, I think that's the main strong points. Regarding the achievements and developments and what makes us different is that it's not like a competitive advantage which can be measured and in numbers, but it's like a mindset and missionary visionary theme, which is the mindset of being humans and being ecological. That's why we are called Ecoverse, and it's not just words. We are we are working on decreasing the carbon footprint and all of our real estate projects, including those which will be tokenized on our Supply Property platform. They are built with the highest cost standards. So our founding team takes ecology pretty seriously, and we are really taking care of this. So I think that's what I can say about the mission of Biocareers.
Thank you so much. Thanks. You just mentioned a couple of times your native token. Could you please describe more deeply about the utilities?
Oh yeah.
If you have so right now.
Yeah. So first of all, as I said, the first utility is our loot box system, which I briefly described. It's when you take part in the ecosystem activities and then you get a reward, a small reward for participation, but you can make it more tangible, more, boost your rewards, which can drop from loot boxes by inserting some of the supply tokens, which will be launched really soon into the loot box. So first of all, I think I need to tell you a little bit more about the general idea of our token and why we are launching it. So when we were building these different products, we had a challenge of making them all to work together as a joint thing. So that's when we thought of the solution as the token solution, utility token, which will first of all give access to increased ecosystem rewards and benefits in our loot boxes. So in some cases, users will be able to get a fractional real estate token from a loot box just for a few hundreds or thousands of supply tokens worth. So it's pretty crazy, and other utilities of our token is that all supply token holders will receive special conditions on holding and purchasing fractional real estate NFTs and fractional real estate tokens. What I mean is that they would receive decreased service fees on our investments, on their investments. They would get priority access to platform and sales, and they would get ability to pay in tokens with discounts. So that's what about use case on Supply Property. Another use case would be when it would be token earns. So when we would be issuing one of the new fractional real estate objects on the marketplace, we would be utilizing part of our collateral as part of our DAO strategy to buy back tokens and either lock them together in this smart contract of DAO or just earn them. Then it's reduced commissions all over the metaverse. What I mean is that we would be having in-game both token and fiat on land purchases in both of our games, because we are developing them in a mindset of both Web3 and Web2 gamers and lovers of different game genres. So Sabai would also give priority access and decreased prices in not only in property but on other products as well. So in short, that's it. I can tell you that. The last use case is staking, which is available already. right now it's off chain, but even if you guys get rewards in Sabai tokens for, let's say, ZCMA or participating in daily activities on our Discord channel, or let's say visiting our Twitter daily for new challenges, Discord raids and stuff like this, you can get your, let's say, a few hundreds or thousands Sabai tokens for this, and then they will be immediately available on your Sabai ID, which is like a profile solution in our Ecoverse, and you immediately get APY rate on them, which will be given to you right now off-chain, but when the DG and IDO happens, you'll be able to claim these tokens as well. So staking is, like another solution, which is right now off-chain, as I said. So shortly, that's it about the token. What I can say last is that right now we are actually working on, final preparations and going on the big scene of, IDO to G scene. I think the time frame is like 4 weeks from now, probably, which is a pretty floating date, I would say. But yeah, that's our game plan. We are not in any sort of rush, and we are working on, fishing out the best tool possible for us in terms of DG and IDO, because we know what we can achieve.
Thank you so much, Max. Thanks for this deep answer. I see there are a lot of questions also about Binaryx tokens, because we have a couple of them, and I think it makes sense to also be described.
Sure, even I'm interested,
Yeah, so we have 3 types of tokens for now, in a plan for now. The first one is a B asset token, the token which is backed by real estate, which you will be able to buy today in case you have OG roll, tomorrow for everyone else. The second one is a stable coin, which you will be able to mint after you locking your real estate tokens as B asset tokens in Lightning protocol. And the third one is a native token of our platform, which is Binaryx token, which have 2 main utilities. The first one is, of course, DAO as a governance, and the second one is that we are going to redistribute 70% of all our fees between guys who are gonna stake Binaryx token. So it's quite similar model as have GMX or LuxRayer. Plus, you will be able to boost your APR in case you're gonna compound your interest, which you're getting in USDT. And there is a couple of questions about TGA. We cannot say exactly right now, but we're planning to launch it probably in half of the year, but it depends on market conditions. So there is also a question for Binaryx, and I think I need to ask it for Andre. Andre, are you here? Can you hear us? Because that's the question for you. Nice. There is a couple of community who is asking about our go-to-market strategy and our marketing plans. Could you share a little bit about it?
Yeah, sure. Actually, that's a lot of things coming now regarding the marketing. Actually, first of all, we launched our ambassador program just 2 or 3 weeks ago, and started to receive first application. So you can find it on our website. In the bottom of the website, it's feature link ambassador program, and you can apply for it. And this actually it has some reward system for our ambassador. For it's not for just for people who has a huge audience. Even if you can write some text, you can design, you can write a code, you can do something for a Web3 project, you can apply. So it's not about people who have a huge audience and can promote us. It's not about promotion. It's more about to teach other what the tokenization of real estate, especially in our case. The second one. So we just launched our Webs request, and I will share a link here in the chat. You can participate. You can get property token. So completing this quest. So actually, the idea of this quest is goes from one platform to another, participate in ALMA session, complete quizzes, answering the questions, or actually browsing the project, and then you will collect the tokens on each platform, and then you will get the role in Discord. For each platform, you will get a role. So you will go to the guild XYZ and collecting these all roles, and once you collected all five roles, you will get an early adopter role, and then you will get the NFT for it. It has utilities. So this NFT has utilities. So first of all, you will get the rewards in vouchers for each sale. So actually, it's a good opportunity to buy property with discount. First of all, second one, so you will be able to participate in a first order in our sales. So you can buy the property on a pre-sale. So in first order, for example, today, so we will launch a pre-sale of our second property on marketplace, and we did some sort of this quest in March, and it's called OG quest, and then we distributed OG NFT, and it's already listed on OpenSea. Actually, the main idea is to reward our user who is contributing to our project, and actually, so a lot of people want to be rewarded in our native token, Binary token. So once we have a token generation event, all owners of these tokens, NFT, OG, early adopter NFT that you can get after the completing the quest, you will get this airdrop, and it's one of the part of our marketing campaign, but it's not at all. Also, we are building the sales department, and so it will be people who will introduce the project to another user, not like in Web3 native. So it's important to educate people who already invest in real estate, and actually our main goal to make this idea more broad to invest in real estate by fraction. So actually, we see that a lot of project is started for just for a few years, like a few years earlier. It's related with the fractional ownership, but it's not give you possibility to unlock liquidity. So what does it mean? When you can buy, for example, some fractions in the property, you can invest with a small amount, but you cannot sell it super fast. Like in comparison, and once you have a token, you can sell it, and you can get your stable coins, and you can change it for any other tokens. And what actually we resolve, what the problem we resolve, it's first of all, it's unblocking liquidity. So while you own a token, so you can sell it fast, you can change it to another token, and actually it's more safe type of investments. Second one, you can diversify yourself in different property. For example, you can buy some property in binaries, you can buy some property in Sabai, Ecuador, for example. I know that guys, you are tokenized property in Thailand, and yeah, it's some sort of diversification when you can buy the property across the world. For example, we are going to launch our next market. It's in Dubai, and yeah, so we can have property in Bali, Indonesia, in Dubai, and in Europe, and it's much more safer for you to invest in real estate. I think so. It's enough information for regarding the marketing. Yeah, let's move on for another question, because actually we have a lot of things. So also, so we are for now we have a lot of partnership with Web3 wallets, with another project, and so just subscribe on our Twitter and you will see what is going on. Also, we are preparing for influence campaign, so it will be a lot of influencers soon that we're talking about binaries and Sabai Ecuadors as well. So yeah, just subscribe on our Twitter and you will see our latest activities related to marketing strategy.
Yeah, thank you so much, Andrea. I would just add a couple of things. The first one is also that we are working on ramp solution, which helps you to invest in real estate just with your bank account, just with your Visa or MasterCard. And another one is that you will be able to withdraw your passive income directly to your Visa and MasterCard. Plus, you will be able to set kind of withdrawals, automatic withdrawals in your personal account, and for example, get your passive income every first day of each month. So in this case, you don't need to go to your profile, then click withdraw your passive income. In this case, you just know that every first day of each month, you're receiving your passive income directly on your Visa or MasterCard, like your salary. And another one is that we are launching our ambassador program, and you're able to join it right now just on our landing page. Just find it and join it. Okay, so let's move on. Another question, I think, for Sabai. What strategy will you implement to bring non-crypto natives into your ecosystem? How do you keep a balance between developing the technology and also improving the value of your token?
So yeah, great question. Thank you. First of all, I would say that we are looking and leaning towards the Web2 audience as well, as crypto degens like to call them normies. Actually, there is a reason for this, and a good reason, because Sabai Ecoverse is a technological startup, but it is, a part of the bigger group of companies which are also include Web2 businesses and real estate. Hence, the whole vision of our product. And our strategy to attract Web2 users is by, engaging user journeys and by giving them understandable messages and understandable products, and then giving an opportunity and a choice to, go Web3 and make this journey as comfortable as possible. We are right now working on a, wallet on demand solution in our Sabai ID, our e-commerce cabinet, let's say, e-commerce profile. So wallet on demand would mean that users would be able to access their assets in their profile, and if they decide to go deeper into technologies and become a Web3 user, they'll just be able to retrieve their wallet or just get all the assets from their profile. And and to be more precise, I would say that both our game projects and our academy are designed to work with Web2 audience as well. So the casual clicker game, which is available for beta test, closed beta test right now, is actually built built and inspired by better cases in Web2, casual idle clickers, and it is built with regards to this. And we, among other things, we have plans and exact campaigns ready to be launched to test how this casual clicking game would be anticipated by just users who love to play games with the more classic monetization streams like from ads and stuff like this, and then at some point when these Web2 users would be achieving another milestone, they would get the notification that you have this loot box, which I've already mentioned already for you in your Sabai ID. So they have a choice to just go and grab a few dollars worth of rewards, or become part of the ecosystem, utilize a little bit of tokens and increase your rewards and chances, and you probably even get a fractional real estate as a reward. So that's like the small journey for gamers. And for Sabai Academy, our big game plan is to first of all have Web3 101 courses, which will describe Web3 in very simple words. And another plan is to have fractional real estate educational materials to describe how this works, to show how credible this is, because we have an ability to record certain modules of our academy, like almost standing on a concrete, which will be fractionalized, so give certain proofs to our activity and certain increase value of what we are doing. And another big mission of Sabai Academy would also to be integrated into our gaming projects and probably even our Sabai ID, to give a quick and interactive quizzes about Web3 and real estate management, fractionalized real estate management, right in game, and these quizzes would also sometimes support users with valuable Sabai Ecoverse perks and bonuses, I would say. So this is a short description of a few strategies which we are planning to implement and see what happens while we approach the Web2 price. And I've talked a little bit about the Web3 user journeys on our side as well when I described the G. So thanks for the question, guys. Or sorry, it was the second part of it.
Thanks for the answer. Thanks for the answers. Okay, I think there's a couple of more questions for binaries as well. Will you guys expand in the future to different countries other than Bali, Indonesia? Yeah, exactly. Right now we are working in Bali, Indonesia, but we are planning to expand our markets. The second location would be Dubai, United Arab Emirates. The third one is Warsaw, Poland. And the second further locations will be probably voted by our DAO. Because we are trying to make a product where you will be able to diversify not your only crypto portfolio, but also your real estate portfolio. For example, you will be able to invest for 10K in Bali, Indonesia, for 10K in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, for 10K in Warsaw, Poland, for 10K in Lisbon, 10K in Barcelona, and so on. And in this case, you will be 100% diversified, because if something happened with one of your houses, with one of your real estate, for example, in Bali, Indonesia, you continue to get your passive income from other locations. So I saw a couple of questions from the chat, especially for Hawaii. Let me find. Yeah, there is a question for Sabaya from Robin Hood. I love what the team has been building. My question is, what's the relationship between Sabaya token and the fractional piece of real estate? The price of real estate fluctuates a lot. What happens to Sabaya tokens if the housing industry takes a hit?
A very good question, I'd say. First of all, I have to say that Sabai token has, has a direct connection to Sabai property as a platform, but no mathematical connection to Sabai property tokens, like fractionalized tokens. So keeping it simple, Sabai is a utility token which is utilized on our property platform by giving, benefits and perks of priority access to platform, decreased prices on fees, service fees on our property, and in future we plan to use it as a method of paying for fractionalized real estate tokens with a discount while utilizing Sabai tokens from your wallet. So, answering the second part of the question, what happens if the real estate market takes a hit, and how this will be managed? I can tell you that first of all, we are doing a strong due diligence on every object which we are planning to fractionalize, and a few of the first one which we have in mind are audited by local auditors, let's say, and we plan to have these sort of activities and rebalance reassessments and stuff like this occur every quarter or so. And another thing is that all of the objects which we are planning to fractionalize are reserved property, so we can estimate and create make a transparent table of income and income generated by this property for the coming month, because we know how it's managed, and at some point in time we would be even able to give direct links to book exactly this apartment for everyone, so everyone would be able to check if it's available or not at any given time and go and visit it. So wrapping up, I would say that we would be mitigating this by a complex of strong due diligence and audits of our property, which is managed by fractionalized real estate holders, with real estate token holders, and another by being good at what we are doing, which is what our other companies and holding are doing, which is also managing property and managing resort property to be precise. So with the covering and mitigating the risks, I think, and also for, I can tell you for sure, but a small hint that this may be a case that for some initial period of time, we would also be, incentivizing and giving additional and taking additional responsibilities on our side in terms of, distributing profits on supply property, but it's, a subject to another discussion.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks. I see there is a lot of other questions. Will user needs to do KYC on your platform as with Binaries?
Yes, I think KYC is mandatory for certain operations in Sabai Ecoverse. Certain, I mean operations on Sabai property, of course. Hence, we have this Sabai ID profile solution because we need a place to, both identify the user and collect all the information from all the services and products and games they are utilizing. And yeah, for operations with fractional real estate, KYC is mandatory for operations on our Sabai property platform. And yeah, that's it. We are compliant with the laws and, the game plan of holding a, DAO solution for our Sabai property is also via one of the US states, is what I can share with you. So we need to be, as compliant as we can be. So yeah, KYC is mandatory.
I get it. Thank you. Okay, I think that there is a last question for Binaries right now, and after that we're gonna start with the questions from the chat. And there is a question about, does your smart contract being audited? I believe in Binaries allows investors to trade properties assets in a safe market at a competitive cost. But have your smart contracts been audited during your research? Will you be regularly audited by external auditors to ensure transparency? Tell us the security aspects. Yes, our smart contracts have been audited. You are able to check it in our docs. And of course, we are planning to do more audits soon. Also, just keep in mind, there is a thing about security that when you buy fractional real estate on our marketplace, you don't need to deposit your money to our platforms or so on and so on, or hold your real estate token on our platforms. You do everything with your non-custodial wallets only. So you just buying the fractional real estate with your non-custodial wallet, and you holding your real estate tokens on your non-custodial wallets as well. So let's start with the questions from the chat.
Oh yeah, crypto never sleeps. I know this feeling.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
Yeah, of course.
So guys, in case you have more questions in our chat, or in case you would like to ask something with your voice, just raise your hand. And I see a couple of guys who already raised the hand, and I'm inviting you to speak. Rahim, I just sent you an invite. Hey, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Okay, can I ask my question?
Yeah, of course. Is it a question for Sabai or Binarix? Or for both?
No, I have a question for Binary. What are the challenges you have faced while developing this project?
Thank you for this question. Actually, one of the biggest challenge was the legal framework because it's kind of quite easy to develop the platform. It kind of easy to do marketing, business development, on and so on, but it's too hard to find a legal framework which will works exactly good because it's like only a year ago was released that helps you to to own real estate via the state of Wyoming. And we have been researching the sphere of tokenization from 2018, and there was a lot of different options, but as for now, the best one is exactly via DAO LLC because it helps to prove the real ownership of the real estate depends on the tokens in your non-custodial wallets. So exactly when you're buying real estate tokens on our place, you're not becoming the co-owner of real estate exactly. You're becoming the co-owner of DAO LLC in the state of Wyoming, which owns a real estate. So for every separate real estate, we're opening new DAO LLC. And 100% it was one of the hardest challenge for us. And how about you, Sabai? What's the biggest challenge for you?
Oh yeah, I would agree with you that one of the bigger challenges are with with compliance, and I believe that that the DAO solution is one of the our reviewed ways to go. Because yeah, we know that every like cutting edge technology, every bright idea on the edge of two industries like real estate and Web3, it's often in, let's say, not gray, not shady, but it's in the unexplored area of regulation and laws often, and yeah, and there is a big challenge for us as well to set up a bulletproof legal system which will work for us, and which will protect us against any sort of possible pitfalls and challenges in the future. And in fact, that's why we are sometimes taking it slower than other IDO and ICO or whatever fundraise word you choose, projects in crypto which have like a life cycle of a few months or something. And we are taking it slow because we know that we need to make like a bulletproof solution for a pretty tricky industry, which is real estate, and married to Web3 technologies, which is quite a challenge. So yeah, I would say legal challenge is here, and product ideation challenge is also an ever going one, because and that's why we are a product company. Actually, we love our products, and this means there is a lot of ideas, and we need to struggle to choose the best ones. I would say there's the two main ones.
Thank you so much for the answer. Thank you so much for the question. I see there is one more, which is David. David, I just invite you to speak. David, in case you still have a question, just approve the invite. I have one more question to ask Abdul Rahim. Okay, Abdul just sent you an invite. Oh, David is here. David, can you hear us? We cannot hear you, unfortunately. Max, Andrei, can you hear me? Or it's something?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, no, please.
I think
It's good. Yeah, let's move on to another candidates for a question.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, there's one more question from Abdul.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Okay. We all know that AI is trending now, and most of the crypto projects are implementing AI into their project. So, what problems does the AI technology solve as regards Web3? And is there any plans to implement AI in your binary X project?
Thank you for this question. Actually, we don't have any plans to implement it right now, but we're thinking it probably after we will release our landing protocol. We will think about AI because there is much more bigger challenges for now for us. The first one is that we do in marketplace and solving the problem of the entering the real estate market. Another one is to open liquidity for illiquid items with our lending protocol. And just after that, probably we will think about AI.
Yeah, actually, it's a really great question. So for now, we are looking for a couple of platforms that implementing AI in real estate. And for now, it's like it's a separate product. It's we really need a lot of resources for development such type of product in Binary's platform. Yeah, but so we are keeping in mind, and once we have enough community for in our project. So we just started, and for now we are manually looking for apartments. We are super careful, like, and once we start scaling in community in properties, so definitely we need some solution how to pick the property right. And AI can help with it, and we don't need to spend a lot of time for making a due deal for the property, making as a audit and checking the price and many more actions that AI actually can save us time. And so actually I think it's not for this year, and maybe for the next year, but we will see how we can use this. Actually, we discussed it internally with the team about this solution. But when we have resources for development such type of projects, so we definitely started. I think maybe it can be some sort of a partnership with another company that is probably possible, and it even faster. It can be even faster than we are starting developing the own solution. Maybe I think it's a better way to how to implement this and deliver the value for our clients and our community. Thank you for the question.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the answer.
Yeah.
Thank you. And what about you, Sabai? What about you, Max? Are you planning to implement AI?
I think the best answer to this question would be that we are already, implementing it in our day-to-day life. Like sometimes using, ChatGPT for ideation or like Midjourney for some design concepts or some inspirational things. But I can't say that we are, implementing it on a business scale, like a business technology. So I would say that, you know, uh, I would say that we are not implementing it AI right now, even though we are utilizing it in our day-to-day life. So it's like, we are using laptops, but that doesn't, and servers, but that doesn't mean that, Sabai is implementing semiconductors. Similar to AI, we are using, the goods of it, but we are not like actively implementing it in our business model. That's it, right now, at least. So yeah, I'm sure that, AI is developing super fast, and there is a lot of, tech giant guys like, let's say Bezos and Musk together, sign a petition to stop developing ChatGPT. And I think there is a good reason for, almost blood competitors, let's call them, Bezos and Musk, to both sign this petition. And I'm really excited to see what AI has to offer to us. But for now, there is no like exact plans to implement AI in Sabayaverse. And a part of, as I said, this small, like tasks of everyday life.
Yeah, thank you, Max. Thank you, Abdul, for your question. And let's start with the last one for today from Nobita. Nobita, you're here. Can you hear us?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So let's start with the last question for today.
Okay. Is your platform suitable for crypto beginners, or does it only limited for professional users? That's my question.
Excuse me, is this a question for Sabai, right?
I think it's a question for both project. Yeah, actually from our side, so actually we have a test net, and it's a really great opportunity to try the product. And yeah, it's mostly aimed for crypto enthusiasts and Web3 native. Because so you need to understand how the token works, how to use a Web3 wallet. But we just recently released the social login. So what does it mean? So you can sign up on our product with the email, and you get this Web3 wallet. And actually, it's stored on a third-party services, your private key. But anytime, so you can take this private key from this services. It's called Web3 links. Yeah, so for now we are starting implementing also fiat on-ramp solution to be more smoothly for not only Web3 audience. And actually in our go-to-market strategy, if we're talking about the in 1 year or 2 year perspective, so we are trying to educate more users from Web2 world than even from Web3 world, because you guys really understand how the tokens work, how the tokenization work, and it's no need extra explanation for you. But when we have a discussion for example, general or a mundane Web2 real estate investor, it's require a lot of explanation how actually it's legally work, how the technically it work. And yeah, definitely. So we need to optimize our onboarding for each type of user. Especially I want to do the product when even my mother like can invest in real estate and don't have a lot of questions to me how to do it, And what we are trying to do, like it's become more understandable for everyone, because we are given a possibility to invest in real estate for everyone. It's our mission. Yeah, I think that's it's from our side. Sabai Ecoverse can talk about their side, and
yes, and I'm pretty supportive of your statement. We are, we definitely understand that our mission is really long term, and we are on the very, very, very start of the journey. And what now appears like a super crazy idea, and and sounds like like magic to, let's say, people of of baby boomers generation of 40, 50 years, for some of these people, of course. And what sounds to them like a crazy idea can be a stable practice in years, or even or like a decade, or even some years, less than a decade. And we totally understand this, because just imagine that when Bill Gates started, developing Microsoft and bringing internet to people in the US in like 90s, probably it was like the great internetization of the USA. Imagine those guys who were sitting on their sofas, holding their like phones and using the like these sofa shops when they show you advertising these phones on the TV, and saying what the hell is like email and password for e-commerce. We will never use email and password for something, for e-commerce, for buying items and stuff like this. We would use sofa shops. But here we are 30 years later, and people are complaining. We don't want to use this small funny fox, which is like MetaMask, for e-commerce. We want emails and passwords. So speaking about our mission and our message to the world, we are working hard. We are developing a pretty wide range of different products, and we understand that we are at the beginning of this great journey, and that what's now a cutting-edge technology which blows the minds of people can be a stable practice in some years or decades, or even months. Sometimes Uniswap was a technology which boomed in months, not years. So yeah, let's give it some time and a lot of our efforts. That's our mission in one sentence.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sir, sir, can I ask one more question?
Yeah, let's do for the last one.
What is the competitive advantage of Sabai project?
What are the advantages, you mean?
Of your project?
Oh, okay. I think I told a little bit of them, but yeah, I'll briefly repeat. So I think our advantage is that we are working in a pretty big niche, and a new one. So real estate is the biggest market in the world, and we are offer together with Binaryx, we are offering the competitive advantage of both of us. Actually, we are offering a new way to look at the biggest industry in the world, and to drastically decrease the entry barrier to this industry, because previously you needed like north of $20,000 to at least think about some sort of real estate investments. And now you can start with as low as $50. So, and other advantages of our like Ecoverse, not that, like from the real estate part of the story, is that we are working on a lot of different ideas, concepts, and huge user flows to show people how how fascinating and mind-blowing can new technologies be, and that they can, participate in them with really low stress, while a lot of people think that it's, like super stressful and you will get scammed like on the first minute. So we are working, our main advantage is that we understand that the main challenge is to tell people how fractionalized real estate can work for, as a healthy alternative to other types of investments. And it's the biggest challenge of, I think, both us and Binaryx. And to overcome this challenge, we are building a lot of unique marketing flows and journeys and products, because we don't know where this, newly formed niche would go. And that's why I think our advantage is that we are trying a lot of approaches at the same time to see what is the most effective one. That's it.
Yeah, thank you so much for this question. Thanks, Nabita, for questions, Sabai for the answer. I think that we are gonna finish our AMA session for today. Sabai, Max, would you like to add something at the end?
Yes, I would like first of all to say thanks to all of you guys. It was a pretty great talk. It was really a pleasure to hear what you guys in Binaryx are up for. We are pretty happy to hear that we are not the only projects working in this, niche, and that we have friends to collaborate and to have these pleasant talks. And just a quick reminder also, guys, we at Sabaya Equitors have a lot of fun activities to do as well. So be sure to check our daily Discord and Telegram challenges. We have a lot of rewards. We have like a Sabaya list of the most active guys in the community with the best rewards. And we have, the basic farming, which I mentioned before, already available for everyone. So welcome to Sabaya Equitors as well. Be sure to check our channels as well, and I'll be sure to jump into Binaryx every now and then to say hi and probably chat with you guys.
Yeah, and thank you, Max, for coming to our AMA session today. Special thanks for Andre for coming also, and of course for our community for your questions, for your listenings. And at the end, I would like to remind you one more time that Web3 Landlord Quest, where you're able to share 300,000 USDT in our big Web3 Landlord Quest. All you need to do is just join Binaryx on Discord and build XYZ.
Yeah, and just a reminder about that you can get the 20 USDT voucher for our next sales that will be today and tomorrow. So I pass the link in our chat, so you can just send me your wallet address, and that's it. So you will see the voucher when you in 2-3 hours later today when you open the property page. So just check out marketplace, and you will see in purchases block, you will see your 20 USDT vouchers. Yeah, don't forget to fill the form. And yeah, thank you, Max. It's really nice to hear you, and I think we will have more AMA soon with you, because we have a strategic partnership with you, and so we actually we develop the market of fractional real estate and tokenization in fractional real estate.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Dima.
Thank you for inviting, guys. Don't forget to claim your memorable NFTs and all kinds of claimable things on Link3 and Galaxy and other platforms.
Yeah. By the way, so you can claim the West token here in Link3, and then get the roles early listener in our Quest. So it's one of the 5 roles in the quest to complete the quest. So actually, it's one of the easiest one. And yeah, so thank you for the summer, guys, and talk to you soon. And good luck to
Later, guys.
everyone.
Have a nice
Thank you.
week to all the community, and let's be proactive and develop our niche, guys. Thanks for being here with me today and inviting.
Thank you. See
Yeah,
ya.
bye. See ya.
Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you, Dimo. Bye bye.